Okay. Today we're going to work on that great big turtle I told you about. My mica powders still haven't come in because I have a piece that I want to do with a specific sticker I'm going to use, and I'm waiting for those micas to come in. So I just can't wait. So I'm going to start on one, and I'm just going to make like a little beach scene in this turtle. And we're going to be adding this guy here. So my game plan is to start with some sand, some blue, and another shade of blue. I need a piece of tape because there's something in there. There it is, I got it. Add some waves. This was the first layer. This piece definitely has to be done in layers. I mean, if I was doing one color, then I could do the whole thing, but I'm not doing one color. Alrighty, so I got my resin mixed. I'm going to start with my sand. I really wanted to use white. This is not bad white, but we'll see. It's more beigey. So I'm gonna pour some resin in there and grab me a stick. And I'm gonna mix this up a little. And actually, I'm actually gonna add some, see if I can find it here. I'm gonna add some beach luster to this. So I'm gonna take, it's gonna need a little bit more resin. Yeah, it's definitely gonna need a little bit more resin. So I'm gonna take a little bit of resin and pour it in here. And then I'm gonna add this beach luster paste. I'm putting texture in the bottom. I could just use this, but on this piece, I'm just gonna add the color to the sand there. And this is what I'm using. So I'm just gonna mix that up in there. I think for the next turtle, when I get my mica powders, I'm just gonna be using the beach luster on that piece. But if you guys have been watching me, you know I always change my mind. So you never know with me. But that's how I roll. So I'm gonna try and coat this up. See how it makes it just a little bit more beigeier? If that's such a word. I don't know, that might be a little bit too runny for me. Let me just add another smidgen of sand. This is probably way too much sand. We'll find out. So get that stirred up. And I'm going to add a touch of gold glitter Because you know, sometimes you walk along the beach. I'm going to do this off this. I don't want all glitter in here where I don't want it. You know how you walk along the beach and sometimes the way you look, it just has gold flecks in it. So I'm going to add that in there. Just a little bit. Get that mixed up. I'm all about the glitz. Alrighty. So now I'm going to start pouring this in here. Go along. I try to set the camera up so you see the whole view. I hope you are. If not, I really apologize. I have to figure out my camera thing. I really do. I mean, I could sit it back and you could watch this and see me at the same time, but the idea is for you to see what's going on here. You know, not looking at me. Making faces while I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm hoping this covers what I want to do. So you can see like the gold sparkle in it. Get it in there. I like my sand a little bit thicker so it doesn't run. Get some more in there. I probably could have used just a little bit more, but I think we're gonna be fine here. I hope. Yeah, I could have used just a little bit more. But you know, I might, oh, I wish I could get the rest of this out. I might just sprinkle a little bit of sand on top. Just a little bit. Yeah, I can't get no more out of that cup. So let me grab a paper towel. And I'm gonna wipe this up here and there. Just get that wiped up a little. Okay, so let me grab, I'm just gonna pop a little sand on there and let it just sink in. Yeah, next one I do, it'll be just a little bit more sand in there, but this will work too. I've done this before. What doesn't stick on there, then we just flip it over and knock it out. One more, I think, and I'll be good to go for my sand area. And I can add a little bit more clear on the top of that if need be. That's good for me. So I can put this sand out of my way. But I still need to get those pieces out of there. I don't want them in my water. So I'm just gonna grab my tape and pick it up. Okay. Oh, there's another section here. And it's sticking to my glove. Okay. That's good. I get this off the side. Alrighty, I'm good with that. Now, and I am going to put seashells in that in there. Okay, so that's that. Alrighty, so now we're going to go with the lighter blue and the darker blue. And this is what I have in mind. I've been wanting to try this turquoise. And I'm trying to decide if I want the turquoise with the dark, which the turquoise would be here, the dark blue up above, or I do, what is this? Lorraine Shimmer, the lighter here, and then the turquoise up here. Let's see. I'm kind of looking. I like these two colors together. I think they'll blend nice. And I've used these two colors together. But I really want to try that turquoise. You know what? I think I'll save the turquoise for the next piece. See? See how I change? Alrighty. So, I'm going to take my Lorraine Shimmer. I have my white already mixed up for a few waves. I'll mix this up. I'm going to take one of these cups. I've kind of separated. See, my resin's starting to get a little warm. I kind of separated. Since I haven't made this yet, I really don't know how much is going to go in each section yet. You know, get a rough idea. Once I do once I do the first piece, then the second piece always goes easier. I'm probably gonna need more. Yeah, let's just do all of this in here. I'm doing it all. Okay, we're gonna put all of that in there. That'll be our light color. And then for, yeah, my resin's getting warm pretty fast here. I need another stick. Oh, here, I have one here. That's why I kind of separated it so it wouldn't get as hot as quick. This is the Let's Resin. And I told you, you know, this is the first time me using Let's Resin. So I'm going to see how it works on my oceans. But J Diction did send me a replacement for the Bad Batch I got. So I really love J Diction. So I am going to go back and give it another shot. But I figured, well, let me try the Let's Resin on this. Sometimes certain pieces, you want different resins. But I really like the fact that I can pour up to 1.5 inches with J Diction. Now I know that with Let's Resin, I think I read, I forget how many ounces you can pour at one time. So that's what I'm saying. The next piece will be micas, so it'll be a lighter background. All right, what else do we have to add to this? Yes, I'm adding some sparkle for my ocean. I need Maximum White Sparkle. That's what I'm putting in my ocean. I'm putting this off to the side because I don't need it blowing all over the place. So I'm just going to put a little smidgen in the dark and a little smidgen in the light. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up. And let me mix up that sparkle in this as well. Okay, so let's see how it goes. All right, I'm going to stop right there with the dark. And then we're going to go with the light. Get that in there. Let me turn off my air purifier while I'm doing this video so you can hear. Okay, so now I'm going to start swirling the colors together. Just like so. Bringing them together. I probably could use a little bit more if I want it thicker or not. But again, this is just my first layer. But I want some of that light blue up in with the dark blue. So you just, you know, do your thing. When you think you got it where you want it, then that makes you happy, then there you go. Okay. I'm going to leave that go. I do have bubbles. I'll get those out in a minute. Now, let me just put, I want to just coat some of those sand. That we put in there on top. Because I want to put some shells on here. And I'm going to let those bubbles come to the top a little because I still have to do some waves in here. But I'm just still thinking I might need some more. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to decide if I want to go a little thicker. Okay, that looks pretty good. So my game plan is, and I don't think I'm going to put him in yet, but I might, is put him right in here. And I'm thinking putting a palm tree there. So actually that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to end up putting him here with a palm tree right there. So I'm trying to decide where to put the shells. So let me grab some small ones. And some big ones. So let's see. I think I'm just going to put that right in there. And I'm just going to tuck it in there like so. And let's see. I could find a smaller one of those. See, this is just one batch. I mean, I have containers of shells. But these ones are the more decorative ones. I'm just looking for, I'm not sure I'm feeling that either. Yeah, it's kind of on the larger size. Get it? Let's just put this guy right here. And then we'll put, I want some smaller ones in there. Let me get a toothpick. We're just going to put that there. Turn him over a little bit. Okay. So again, if I put that there, let me get some starfish. I know my videos sometimes are long, but guys, this is how I work. This, you know, this is how I create my pieces. Sometimes, you know, it takes me a while to get figured out because my mind keeps going. So I definitely want to put a starfish right there. And then, let me see. I'm trying to decide if I want to put him in yet. But again, I have to do my ways before I decide. So I'm trying to see. I think he would look cute right there. And I don't have my palm tree sitting here to kind of see. All right, let's do, I need like a clam. Which I want to put in there. And we all know I'm going to put a pearl. I'm definitely going to put a pearl in this. Just like so. And let's put a couple small ones in here. Where'd my toothpick go? Here we go. So flip that over. You don't want it on the edge. But I need that sand to move a little bit. There we go. That looks good. And I'm going to put just a little bit of resin where that pearl is, even though it's going to be covered on the second layer. It won't move. And that's my goal. I'm actually just going to add just a little bit more around here. Okay. Let me just... Okay, let me see. Do I want anything else? I do have quite a bit of resin here. Let me just add it. A little bit in there. I should put, let me get these shells out of the way. I should put maybe just a little bit more. I don't have, I can mix up some more. Yeah, it's starting to thicken up. Okay. I think I'm liking that so far. All right, so maybe, do I need a few in there? Let me see. If I do that, yeah, I need a couple more in there. Yep. Just a few more. They're all turning upside down on me. Thank you so much. And a few little teeny tiny right there. Okay. I think I'm good. This will go here. Okay. Now I want to do my wave. Let's put this up here. I'm actually going to I'm putting some more clear in with my white. Okay. I did buy some silicone to add to see if this will foam up more, do more selling, and I don't have it here. So we're just going to do my old standby. So I'm just going to run it along. Seashore here. And then, come on up. We're going to run it like so. I'm just going to, yeah, this is starting to get thick already. Okay, then I think I'll add just a little bit in here. Like so. A little bit right there. All right, I'm gonna try and blow these out. And grab my heat gun. I gotta wipe off my hands a little bit. Okay. Let's heat this up a little. Okay. And I am going to add a little bit more white here. I'm not sure if I'm liking this Let's Resin for doing my waves, honestly. It just doesn't look like it's doing what it normally does to me. But I can do another layer of waves. It's just... Alright, I'm just going to let that go. I'm going to run the heat over it for any bubbles. And I think I'm just going to add my turtle in. Right here. I think he's going to go right there. For sure. He's in there now. Oh, this is going to be cute. And like I said, if I put a palm tree here, which I have to wait till this gets hard. So I think that's all I'm going to do. I think I'm good to go. So tomorrow I'll come on and we'll do, it's probably going to be the last pour. I'll have to put the palm tree on. And if I think of anything else, I will do that. So that's it for today, guys. I'm going to spray this with alcohol, cover it up, and we'll do part 2 tomorrow. All right, sorry this was such a long video, but that's my process. Okay, have a great day, and thanks.